So, excuse my voice. The last 14 days has been, you know, it's odd how someone else could bring so much joy to your life. Someone else succeeding can bring so much joy to your life, bro. Like, it's somebody else. And it has nothing to do with me, you know. Could there be an effort of vicariously succeeding through somebody else? Not for somebody where I'm at in the game. Like, I'm too deep into the game to vicariously win through somebody else. So it has to be a genuine sense of concern, care, and just love, right, for someone else. And Dot is not somebody I talk to all the time. You know what I mean? Like, we used to talk all the time a lot more, but as our lives went on, he had children, got, a bunch of stuff going on. So we doing our own things, going left and right in this world. But it's a bond that's permanent. And it was years and years and years of sharing it. So over those roughly 7 days, I have been screaming so loud. Mind you, it's all kind of flus and colds and COVIDs and all kind of stuff going through through California right now. Just people getting sick. So I'm screaming, right? Screaming, congested, just sheerly being happy for someone else, and it made me lose my voice, and I need my voice. I can't rap. I've been messed up all week. You know what I'm saying? I've been messed up all week. I ain't been able to rap. You know what I'm saying? I've been drinking. This is probably my third medicine ball this week. I don't know where Pete at, but I know I got to do this thing because I promised that I would do it at least for a year. But I was reading something interesting today, and it threw me off. There's a contest detail that's going on, right, through what we would call Drake's fandom. You know what I mean? I like to call it the parliament. Most people don't know this, but the word for a group of owls together is referenced as a parliament. Like me and my team, we got the crows. Like a group of crows together is a murder of crows. Like a flock of seagulls. Where for owls, it's a parliament of owls, which is funny. I guess they saying the owls is a more distinguished looking bird. But one of the contest details was the contestant who posts the most negative, engaging tweet about Kendrick Lamar, as determined by the total engagements, likes, reposts, and comments, will be awarded 50,000 United States dollars. The tweet must be publicly visible and posted between February 11, 2025 and February 25th, 2025. Let me read that shit one more time, bro, because I just couldn't even. The contest details. This is a part of how they're promoting that boy album. You know what I'm saying? This is how they're promoting that boy album. Hold up, this is Pete. Pete, what's going on? We waiting on you.
I've been in the room for 5 minutes.
How you in the room if I'm in the room?
Good. How are you in the room? I'm in.
Well, we all online right now. We talking and waiting on you, and I don't know which room you in. You must have went through the wrong link.
I've been using this September link since forever.
Well, I don't know how that is because I went through the right link and it say, oh no, I'm in the wrong link. I'm in the wrong link. I'm in the podcast link. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. That was Pete. I screwed up, so forgive me. I almost blamed Pete. I tweeted it. Squish is on my timeline. Contest details. Contest details. The contestant who posts the most negative, engaging tweet about Kendrick Lamar as determined by total engagement, likes, reposts, and comments will be awarded 50,000 United States dollars. The
I'm on it.
tweet publicly visible and posted between February 11th and February 25th, 2025. Only original content is.
Okay.
Here's another tweet. How to support Drake's album this week. Purchase the digital album here. Number 2, purchase the album and songs on iTunes and Amazon upon release. Number 3, stream the album. Number 4, leave an overnight streaming playlist running when you're not actively listening. Number 5, share all positive tweets. Chart stats during the release week. Bruh.
Is it commonplace for album releases to come with instruction manuals?
Everybody, I said this 7 years ago, Pete. 6, 7 years ago. 6 or 7 years ago. I did an interview with Charlamagne on the Breakfast Club. I said, yeah, he's not hip hop. Like he asked me, Charlamagne said, is he? I was like, no, he's not hip hop. Like he's a pop artist. He always was a pop artist. And it sent everybody in the shambles. Following, Mos Def says something similar. It sent everybody in the shambles. Bro, that is something a pop fan base does. Hip hop people do not do stuff like that. We're not going out of our way. Nobody's incentivizing me to make a joke with money. I'm not buying nobody's album 10 times. I love Jay-Z. Shout out to Hov. Hov probably watched this stream. Hov know I love him to death. He know I'm going to keep it a bean, and I'm not buying 10 of his albums. The furthest I'm going to go is buy Blueprint 2, the double CD, and Blueprint 2.1. That's the furthest I'm going. I am not buying 10 copies of Hov's album to make it look better on the charts. Now, as an artist, some of this stuff does be like, damn, is people that connected with an artist to where, you feel me, like they will start to regulate their day, their phone charge, the minutes, like just streaming while you sleep? You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? I almost want to look at people that support me like Squishy. Y'all support me. I ain't never bought 10 of my damn albums. What the hell? 10, they buy 10. Squishy, you ain't never left. Rob, you ain't never left your phone on. Pete, you my partner. You ain't never left your motherfucking phone on the nightstand with my album playing over and over again.
Well, not that I could admit publicly on this stream.
I'm saying, what the fuck did he do to these people? And that's what I'm saying, where the connection is not really a connection.
Or is it because it is really a connection?
It's not really a connection. People are crazy. Those type of people, you know what's funny? As crazy as hip hop is, and people talk about street urban culture, especially the artist department of street urban culture, the people reflecting the culture through art. Pete, fuck. Y'all ain't never
do you think that
said,
contest is going to get for the 50,000?
Y'all ain't never in life said y'all gonna give somebody some money to talk shit about somebody that was talking shit about me. Because you know why, Pete? That shit's unhealthy. That shit's unhealthy.
So is
And
cheap
it's
dessert
weird.
wine.
You said that's what you drinking, dessert wine?
No. I was making fun of Drake's Moscato fan base.
No Ceilings live to lunch hour every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time. Right here. Digital Soapbox. Click that thumbs up button. Let everybody know you in the house. If you're on Twitter, retweet this link. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're on Facebook, share this post. Like it. Tell somebody check it out. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. Look below us, a link below us. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitter, it don't matter. Head over to Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcast from. Subscribe to the No Ceilings feed. Leave a comment. Let us know you did. The No Ceilings podcast is executive produced by Charlemagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart.
All right, 2 quick ones. K-Way, there is no such thing as dope Moscato, for one. I appreciate where you're going, but inherently conflicting. And 2, Diamondback Photography says he gave money to some fans, too. He's out there buying fans' love. His whole career is based off buying pussy. What are we expecting?
And this is why the stream is titled, Can Money Buy Cool?
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect timing. And to incentivize a fan base of people to talk negative about somebody, bro, is like next level. The fact that they think they need to do all of this to support Drake. Like, cuz it's Drake. Like, people all over the world know who cuz is. We all enjoy his music. Even people like K-Dot is my guy. I'll probably find a cool song and then listen to the song. Like, we didn't wake up one day because he lost the battle or because we realized he wasn't hip hop. You feel me? We didn't do any of that and decide, well, you know what? Drake's music is not viable. So the fact that they feel like they need to go through all of that shows me that this is a group of uncool people.
Sure.
Now, my true dilemma, though, is, Pete, do I really want those type of uncool people supporting me?
Can you stop them?
I almost think that I need them fans. What the fuck? Like, hip hop is the shit, but goddamn, they finna just cheat the system for cuz?
Yeah, you need to jump your fans in by virtue of some sort of, weird social media loyalty test.
Like, I know Kendrick and I ain't never bought 10 of his fucking albums. I know Dot and I ain't never bought 10 of his albums. Never. That's my friend. I never bought 10 of his albums.
Well,
I love
maybe
Jay-Z.
He's not your friend, or you would have bought 10 of his albums.
Shit, I see. They taking this friendship shit to the next level, and they don't even know Drake. I don't know what they would do. I don't know what they would do if Drake was like shit. What the fuck, Pete? What am I missing?
I'm waiting for Drake to do like a suicide live stream where if you guys don't buy 1 billion of my albums in the next 12 hours, I'm jumping off the top of this building. Something like that.
What's interesting is, this is gonna sound crazy, and I don't have proof. And y'all know normally I don't say a million things that I haven't read about because I don't like looking stupid. That's not my thing. But something about this whole mission comes across as racist. Now, Pete, that sounds crazy. I'll just be honest. I'm stepping out there. But it's like, bro, like you're incentivizing people $50,000 to talk negative about somebody. Like, what the fuck, Pete? What the fuck?
It might well be. I mean, it started that way. I mean, Not Like Us essentially is that. So
are they mad that just this guy is just this guy? Yeah, that post is real about that $50,000, Phil. That's a real post. I almost, $50,000. They like post something negative. I posted it on social media. I'm telling you, the tweet on Twitter says, "Told y'all years ago that Al wasn't hip hop. His fan base is not hip hop, just weirdos." The number 2 contest detail is the contestants who post the most engaging negative tweet about Kendrick Lamar, as determined by total engagement, likes, reposts, and comments, will be awarded $50,000 United States dollars. The tweet must be publicly visible and posted between February 11th, 2025 and February 25th, 2025. I don't know who's posting the $50,000, LK, but it makes me wonder, like, what is that, a fan? Like, is there a multi-million-dollar fan? Like, yo, I'm gonna give away. Maybe it's KD.
I think that somebody's going to be incredibly disappointed
Let me send this to KD.
that they won the
chat.
contest and didn't get the $50,000.
Bro, what the fuck?
Welching isn't, like something you could bring up in court.
What? I don't know if I should be mad at my fans or jealous of his fans. What the fuck? Bro, like
I'll say this much. Sugar Free is no longer the most prolific pimp on the mic of all time, because Drake got these girls out there doing his work.
You know what? Maybe I should call Dot and post it and then make Dot retweet it, and everybody else gonna post and comment, and then they have to give the $50,000 to us.
Now we're talking. Now that's grand strategy. Because this is pretty much what this whole situation has turned Drake into Charles Manson and his fan base into all those girls on acid.
They gonna do anything. I'm crying, bro. What the fuck?
What they call those people?
But again, Squishy said diabolical. Let's do it. I'm fucking crying. Hey, I just retweet my negative thing I'm gonna say about you, and then all the fans is gonna retweet it, and let's see if they be a man of their word and give us the 50,000. That'll put some tires on the GNX or something. I put some tires on my 84 truck. He'll put some tires on the GNX. We'll spend all the money on wheels. How do you get somebody? How do you get somebody to be that? Something about this scream like, I am mad that nigga is winning. No, I hope Drake. No, the Owl didn't post this. I hope the Owl didn't. What if the Owl retweeted this? That would be fucking great. Oh yeah, Squishy is right. Put that towards the barbecue. Let me reset.
Towards the barbecue? How much money is going to be behind this barbecue?
Oh, everybody eating tomahawks at the barbecue. Everybody eating tomahawks at the barbecue. We got to plan the first No Ceilings barbecue. It's finna happen.
Yeah.
Okay. We got to plan the first No Ceilings barbecue. I'm going to do this again. This is No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time. Right here on Digital Soapbox. Click the thumbs up button. Let everybody know you in the house. If you on Twitter, retweet this link. If you're on Facebook, share this post. We do the No Ceilings podcast, or the stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. We just dropped a new episode. Go check it out. Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings podcast, executive produced by Charlemagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. So yeah, that barbecue is real. We really gonna do a barbecue. We're gonna do the first podcast barbecue. So make sure y'all all show up when we do it. It's gonna be fun. I'm trying to see if we're gonna do it here in LA or we're gonna do it in Atlanta or something. We're gonna do it for sure though.
We should do. We should. You know what we should do if we had any fucking cojones in here?
Yeah.
We should go because it's such a massive now 2-week gargantuan event with a barbecue contest backed up by this massive concert festival. We should hit it in Memphis. Just do a Memphis in May media blitz barbecue extravaganza.
Shout out to Queen Lady Act TV. She said she will help us with the barbecue. She was cussing me out this morning because she said I didn't support her and I don't acknowledge her work. So we're definitely going to have her help us with the barbecue.
We'll only
Or the
acknowledge her
backyard
work if
boogie.
she's good at the barbecue.
Or keep it backyard boogie, like LK said. That's true. We can have backyard boogie, have Mac 10 come perform backyard boogie.
That's true.
So we're gonna let her help us so she don't think that I'm just neglecting her.
And
You know what I
Squish
mean?
said that 50,000 is necessary due to inflation. We're not barbecuing eggs, okay? We're not barbecuing eggs.
Shout out to Spock the Doc. Thank you for the $10, my boy. What do you think about the OWL fans boosting negative posts about Dot from actual racist accounts? Do they not realize how that makes them look? They're not doing anything to get their narrative out. Bro, I think at a certain place, Spock, it just comes down to like they don't care. It is killing. That's the thing about a pop audience. You know what I'm saying? Like a pop audience is mainstream, traditional folks. And I keep telling you something about this whole thing is coming across hella weirdly racist. It's gonna come across hella racist. And it's like they say certain things, Pete, to me. I'm trying to be like, nobody would say that to a black person if you knew black people.
Sure.
It's just weird, dog. It's just weird. And it's getting weird and more weird and more weird. It's just like the fact that people think, like, shout out to Black October. So Glasses, how much do you think the OWL and Party gonna do first week in sales? They'll do fine. Party does fine. Like, look, he lost a rap battle. Like, and he's lost a ton of cultural cachet. But this was the point of this stream. I don't think people listen to Drake. Well, I take that back. Let me think that. There are a nice population of people that listen to Drake because they thought he was the cool thing to listen to. Most of us regular people listen to Drake because he's pretty good at making records. He makes some jamming records.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think from a message and content standpoint, Drake's career really exists on the back of the idea that he gives an alibi to people who do not cool shit and makes it sound cool. Like, it wasn't cool to be tricking off and shit. He made songs about it, so it became a mandate. It wasn't cool to get BBLs and all that shit when it first happened. I was like, man, that shit looks crazy. He glorified that shit. You know, all these weird things. It's like anybody who does some dumbass shit, at least in the female world, he'll make a song about it and make it like, oh yeah, this is the new standard.
I always thought of Cuz as the revenge of the nerds.
Absolutely.
Like, he's that guy, dog, who, like, maybe when he was growing up, Cuz got like pretty girls with pretty faces, but the girls that was thick, or like, let's say the hood girls, the girls that was thick, that was pursued by the streetest guys and the most cultured guys, that they wouldn't give him like play the time of day. So when he became a rapper, like, those are the kind of girls he targeted. You know what I mean? Like, if you see the kind of girls at first that he was targeting, they'd be like, bro, did you like get famous just to like get regular girls that's around the way? Like, he started dating all the stripper girls, and them the girls you get when you coming up and you hustling in the streets and you selling dope.
He was dating $1,000 girls with $1 million budgets. He's like the opposite. It's like, you've heard the expression champagne taste on a beer budget. He's got Beer taste on a champagne budget.
Yeah, and it was like,
Champagne
bro,
poppy.
yeah. Shout out to Sharice. Thank you for the $10, Queen. Hit that like button, peeps. Y'all heard her, and she paid $10 to tell y'all that. She gave us $10 worth of food to tell y'all. So y'all please hit that like button. Don't play with my peoples, bro. See, that's cool. Like, look, she just gave us $10 to tell everybody to hit the like button. That's like cool. Like, look at Drake fans. They $50,000 to make them talk bad about Kendrick.
Clearly, we've reverse engineered the nature of our relationship with the comment section. Instead of super chatting us, we need to start super chatting them for the most negative comments they can make about competing podcasts and live streams.
Oh yeah, we gotta motivate y'all.
We got to get the pool up. Yeah. Sorry, barbecue. The barbecue's off. All your barbecue money's going right out the window towards negative attack ads and comments on other podcasts.
Shout out to Noah Randall. I'm gonna get to that, Noah. That's funny. That's funny. Black October. Glasses. Why do people culturally accept ACC, EPT, J. Cole more than Drake, when both of them are biracial and both raised by white women in middle America? Okay, first, Black October,
well, middle
Drake
Canada.
wasn't raised in middle America. He was raised in Canada. So that's the first thing, but it's not an acceptance thing, bro. Like, it's not that. Like, it's not about biracial neither. No, it's all love. I ain't tripping, fool. We good. Welcome to the lunch table, my boy. But he's from Canada. But it's not that we don't accept Drake. Like, being hip hop means you represent the interests of a particular group of people. So Drake is not because he's biracial. Like, there's flat out white people, the Beastie Boys. Excuse me, Eminem. There's flat out Jewish people like the Beastie Boys. There's a ton of different things hip hop has to offer. You know what I'm saying? But it's everybody who understands street urban culture that was raised and baptized in it. It don't quite mean you actually have to be a street guy or you have to be this, that, and the third, but you were raised in the same culture. That way you understand the plight of people. You know what I mean? Especially a group of people who need to be represented. It's important. It's everything. You know what I'm saying? So J. Cole is still from that cloth. J. Cole is still from that cloth. And Drake is just not. Drake is a great talent. I don't like, hold on. Drake is an awesome talent. But he's just that kid. He like the thumbnail. The thumbnail says like he's like he used hip hop to try and become cool. And then he thought he recognized somebody that was like him. Like, right, in Kendrick. He was like, oh, Dot is like me. Dot is not like you. Dot kind of cosplay being a cool guy. You want to talk about cosplaying? Dot actually cosplay at being a cool guy, like a guy that's easygoing, not really tripping. He's a good kid. That was the act. That was the act. The act was him acting like he was the good guy. The reality is Dot is really who Drake is pretending to be. That's really the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, my man.
That's really the truth. Shout out to K-Way. He said, I disagree, G. Drake's not an awesome talent. He's an awesome plagiarizer. Everything about him is copy and paste. K-Way, trust me, that is really hard to do. Even if you don't recognize it as a talent, it's really hard to do what he does. Like, he's definitely a one-off talent. Don't get me wrong, his talent may not be in the things that we want to highlight traditional and hip-hop artists, but he's a very talented person at making you believe in delivering the same things. So
What's
it's
good,
like
fellas?
he's a talent. Shout out to Black October. So you don't think him being in Memphis with Dennis over the years when he was growing up had him around the culture? He said he wasn't around Dennis like
I don't
that.
think that's even true. Yeah.
Yeah, he
I'll
says it.
go ahead and just say I could call
Yeah,
it from 100 miles away. That was bullshit.
yeah, but he
All the
said
way.
that's not true. And he called his dad out and said that's bullshit. He just wasn't around his dad. He wasn't hanging out in Memphis. I mean, nothing about him says Memphis.
No.
Memphis is one of them places, bro. It's people that I know that moved out here from Memphis at 14. They're 40 now. They still talk like they from Memphis. Memphis is one of those places when you drenched in that culture, you kind of, it's hard to get off of you. It like, you know, it's a different type of, it don't rinse out in the wash.
That was the first place I went to where I was like, whoa. Like I hadn't been to some of those kind of cities like that over the years.
Yeah.
First time I spent like 4 days there in a row or 5. I was like, whew. Like that. You can't go there enough times and not have a perspective, you know, that doesn't seem to be there, you know.
Memphis is like a real cultured place. Like it ain't like, it's like really cultured. Like you look at 3-6 and all of the representation, it is different. That shit is not like,
yeah,
you can't act like a Memphis nigga. Like, right, like you can't even move like a Memphis nigga. Like Memphis is one of those, like you can dress up like a LA nigga. Like you can dress up like a street urban guy from LA. You can even have an accent and emulate it. And you may not pass it, but people won't know for a while. You could walk up, dress a certain way, and get it off. Memphis is one of those places you cannot like emulate.
LA got palm tree.
Nah.
You know, Memphis got oak tree roots.
Yeah, Memphis is serious. That's
It's
not
like that's 100-year-old experience there. LA is a 50-year-old experience.
Yeah, especially Black Los Angeles.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. Black LA is 60 years old.
Yeah, like Memphis is for real. Like you can't fake it. So if he spent any real time in Memphis, he be stained in Memphis. Any level of consistency in Memphis, you're gonna end up being a Memphis is for real, bro. Like that ain't.
So
one
you
of
know,
them places.
remember when the battle first started, right?
Yeah.
He had called himself going back to the family reunion and shit like that, and was hugging people and kissing babies and stuff. Somebody with the family reunion and all that right there. Like you ain't gotta try to prove it to us like that. This is what I wanted to say though, right? So are we saying that that he's dunking penalties right now? That's what we trying to. That's what we put on. He's not dunking penalties. You know, dunking penalties. Right? That was clearly class act right there.
One of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's wrong, bro. I think when people, honestly, this is what I thought Dot thought when we talked on that buzz. I think he thought, I always say this, he thought he was a Carlton.
Wow.
And I told you he was a Bob.
Yeah.
Like, dude is a real Bob. Look at him talk regularly to other people. Not when he's doing that thing, when he's by himself, kind of emulating or like trying to look cool. Look at him talk to LeBron James on those shows. He sounds like Bob.
No, that's a fact.
You know, like Bob Lepowitz. No, I study
Bob
battle rap. I study battle rap. You know, I've watched a lot of episodes of battle. Like he's straight up and down, bro. And it's different. J. Cole is more Duncan Penderhughes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? J. Cole's still a brother. You know what I mean? He might be a little bit. Sometimes to me, he just, I don't know. J. Cole's like, I don't know enough about it. To be honest, like I met J. Cole once. I don't have no history with Cole. I met him once, shook his hand, good guy. The homie told me he stood up for himself with Puff. You know what I mean? Outside of that, he do a lot of stuff to me that make me look weird, but you know, J. Cole, like that apology in the battle, that was like weird. Like, okay, you took your songs down. Hey, you know what? Because it could have been way more player, but maybe he really felt that way. You know what I mean? Maybe Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. J. Cole is one of the people every time I think about it. The only person that irritates, well, J. Cole don't irritate my soul. J. Cole is like kind of like J. Cole. Kanye irritates my fucking soul. I have never
Why?
loved a fucking
Why?
artist that I don't know as much and hated a motherfucking artist with the bullshit they be doing.
What don't you like that
I can
Kanye
speculate
doing?
why. I can speculate why.
Kanye makes me
Why?
feel
Here,
like
hold on.
he's
Let me guess.
manipulating.
Real quick. Does it have to do with the fact that you feel like Drake has ignorance working in his favor for the way he handles himself, but Kanye doesn't get to hide behind ignorance? He's just doing weird shit and knows better and should know better.
You know what's funny? Kanye is the same thing, right? And I blame the J. Cole. Forgive me, I'm not, damn it, I hate, because I don't want Cole to think I'm slandering. Cause I gotta sit down with Cole and do a stream so I could really get out to him what I think, and he can, because I'm sure he could, like, forgive me for a lack of better terms, check me on certain things that I feel. Because I think I'm not educated in all things J. Cole. But it's certain things with Cole, but I blame Kanye for what's going on with hip hop. And I told you this, Trap. I feel like he manipulates me. That's the thing I don't like about, because he's manipulating me.
Sure.
Like, I always tell you this, like, hip hop is street urban culture, right? Personified through those arts or elements, the elements. Because people say the elements and they don't realize they're not talking about just anybody dance on anybody. It's the way that them niggas did it. It gotta be that way. And I do think it's evolving. I don't think pop locking is the only dancing. I think the way the streets dance currently is hip hop.
Hip hop dancing. It's hip hop dancing. It's
right?
hip hop dancing.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So it's like all of these things, and some of them go mainstream. Like everybody now is pop locking. You know what I mean? Everybody, everything that the brothers create, everybody takes it on, and we go to another thing. With Kanye, I just feel like he's manipulating me all the time, bro. Like I didn't feel like this at first. Like it was kind of weird. And I think that's what Jay-Z realized. Jay-Z realized it too. Like this dude ain't really like that. And that's why Jay was like, I don't know. And Dame was like, it's worth some money. Like there's no representation. I could imagine that conversation. But like I always told you, like even his first song, bro, his first song, Through the Wire, right? And he's rapping about having a car accident with insurance at the best hospital. That's the song. It's like the all great American experience. And I think like we would have heard it if it would have been on a regular music. Feel me? But because he understands who niggas is at their core, he used that Shaka Khan sample and it just brought a different element of concern and soul to the idea. But listen to the words of the song. Like before that, De La Soul, Tribe, it's a lot of dope dudes who to me who Kanye are like, but they're not. He's not the full version of Tip. He not the full, Q-Tip or De La Soul or none of those acts. Or hell, for that matter, Pharaoh Monk. It's all kind of people that he's not the full quality version of.
Yeah,
and I think he's been doing that to us this whole time. He knows what matters to us.
Sure.
And shout out to Neek. And see, that's my problem. Like, and this is what I'm saying. Kanye is a Carlton. I think he's a Carlton.
I don't put him as Carlton, man. I don't put Kanye as Carlton. I put Kanye. If anything, he's Will Smith. He's Will.
No,
yes, he's Will.
That nigga is Eddie Winslow.
He's Will that got moved to the Beverly Hills from West Philadelphia, born and raised, from West Chicago, born and raised, and then ended up going over there.
The point of the whole TV show Trap was Will was still a nigga like that in Bel Air.
But he converted and was able to live comfortable amongst that though too. You know what I'm saying?
Because remember when he went back to Philly, it wasn't so nice.
Exactly. Remember that, right?
But remember when he was in Philly, it wasn't so nice the first time.
Yes, because he's Kanye.
No, but I don't
Kanye
think that's
probably wasn't going to be in the Wild Hunters and it was going to be so nice.
I don't know, man. I think Ye just been playing me, bro. I'm not going to even lie to you.
Guys, I forget the guys we have on the stream sometimes. That one guy from Chicago was cool as fuck. We got to have him on and ask him his opinion on Kanye being in Chicago.
So my thing is this. The question I got for you is this thing, right? So do you consider Kanye being part of the street urban culture? Does he display street urban culture?
He always has to me, but I'm not sure. Like, remember, I was telling you this. Like, Kanye from Chicago, so that automatically almost makes me undoubtedly question it. Right? It's Chicago, bro. Chicago's one of them places like Memphis. Like, oh, you in Chicago? I don't give a fuck what's going on. You a nigga. I don't
Chicago's
care what's
big,
going
too.
on. Like, it's Kanye West, bro. He's from Chicago. Like, there's no such thing as not a nigga from Chicago. So it's like, that just feel weird. It's Chicago.
Well, there
I
is
mean, it's
one
one of them
such
places
thing.
as a black man where you go and you be like, oh, I'm at home. It's Chicago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's Chicago. So I never questioned it. But even when I listen to the music, bro, like, the depth of a Chicago nigga shit is a car accident, or the depth of a Chicago nigga is you work at the mall.
I mean, you know what it
You work at the
always is to
mall.
me?
You work at the mall and your boss is, listen, you work at the mall and your boss accuse you of stealing pants is the depth of your struggle. And then he on his Twitter rant, cuz apologized to the boss. He's like, yeah, I just wasn't folding my. It's just weird, bro. I can't believe there's another soul person in Chicago. Shout out to Lawrence Freeman, my Chicago professional. He said, yeah, is a professional line stepper.
Yeah.
It's weird. Shout out
Habitual line crosser.
Shout out to the big homie, Big Rick.
Look at Chicago rappers. Go from Do or Die to Crucial Conflict to Twister, even like the way R. Kelly kind of sounds and sings, and then beyond him, the track, like all those guys have a sound. They all.
It's soul.
He's like Lombard.
What the way I feel about it is this, though, right? So Kanye was presenting another story. You know what I'm saying? Like it's many different storylines amongst anywhere you at. Street urban culture, you know what I'm saying? So he actually brought a different storyline that we haven't heard before. So yeah, he brought up the dude that was hanging around with the people in the street, but he went to work every day. You know what I'm saying? This though. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted to be a deal with music though. But he is, you know what I'm saying? He is street urban culture though. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different storyline.
Urban culture when Macy's starts selling Carl Kanai on the rack.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And it's like
I could tell to department stores.
Oh, remember this dude is in my top 5, bro.
Yeah.
Remember this dude is in my top 5. Like, it's weird. Like, even when he say little things like, bro, Kanye is like the most polarizing artist I have ever supported in my life. Like, I am not sure what the fuck is happening. And I never met a nigga like that. Like, I know a lot of Chicago niggas, and I never met a Chicago nigga like that.
Same.
I mean, even like I said, bro,
he doesn't sound like them.
He do gotta, but he know how to make the music do the soulful thing that Chicago niggas know how to make music do. Like, he know how to play with the music the same way. What's cuz
sure.
No ID.
No, cuz the original nigga. No, the old school nigga.
Old school nigga from Chicago. Not Common.
The nigga that's Pushing Man. Curtis Mayfield.
Curtis Mayfield. Yeah.
Curtis Mayfield from Chicago too, right? Let me make sure.
I'm not sure. Yeah, he probably, because I know what's name from Philly. Teddy from Philly.
Yeah, that's the Philly International. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, Philly, yeah, he from Chicago, cuz. Like, so he know how to do the thing with the music that all Chicago legend musical dudes, Quincy Jones.
Because he's a musical savant.
Yeah, he's a savant musically. And all his music carry the soul of every last Chicago guy. It doesn't
come out of his mouth.
That's where I'm saying it becomes different. That's what I'm saying, where it be like, now I'm going back over all the words. I remember him doing an interview, said he had a picture of Marilyn Monroe up on his wall.
I knew he was going to bring that up. He was bringing that up right.
Bro, because I'm saying, bro, what Chicago nigga in history, what Chicago in history, you cannot tell me another nigga in Chicago history that saw Marilyn Monroe was like, maybe they wanted to pimp her, And then that's the thing about Kanye. Maybe in the back of my mind, see, I always gotta think. And that's the thing about them Chicago niggas. Like he could be like a pimp. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's
like,
moving around like one right now.
Tries too much.
Look how he painting his bottom, bro. He got his bottom out there with invisible dresses, bro. Like it's a clear, transparent dress.
Told her drop the jacket now.
And that's the thing. That's why I handle cuz shit with care. You know what I mean? Because I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? Like he that might be his bottom. He might see his bottom. You feel me? Like he just like, yeah, like she know the program. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, that's the thing. That nigga fucks with my mind, bro.
Yeah.
Because I be ready. I be like, bro, that ain't no shit no nigga would do. Then I be thinking, I'm like, nah, that could be extra nigga.
It is.
I think he
got her out there on the blade, like drop that. And then he pointed at her. He low key kind of gave her a look, like she dropped that fur coat and had that invisible dress on. I was like,
they had somebody reading his lips. He was telling her every movement she made. All right, turn around now. Drop the coat. Drop the coat now.
Like, and then he was talking about on Twitter. He was like, yeah, you know, he said, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I didn't slap my woman, and I'm like, maybe he on some pimp shit, and I don't know if I'm making excuses for Ye.
I don't know.
I just don't know.
Absolutely. You want that
was some cold-blooded shit, though. That was some cold-blooded shit, though.
Man, I'm just being honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Isn't there a video of him hiding in the bushes in front of Kim's house?
It probably is.
By the driveway?
It probably is.
But that's because maybe he was finna break her.
Who hides in the bushes and shit and carries bushes around his forehead like he's
can't let a hoe go that easy right there. You know
he's gonna break her. You feel me?
Can't let it go that easy. You gotta keep
it all up.
Please.
So I don't know. I'm trying, dog. It's just that Chicago shit is so complex. You feel me? Like most Chicago niggas is obvious. That nigga is like one of the most hidden Chicago niggas in the world, to where I be like, cause I be ready. I be like, I knew it. And then it'll be like, he is coming from a pimp culture. You know what I mean? Like, because I automatically think, ain't no nigga in the world, bro, gonna let that girl just be out here naked. Then I'll be like, oh, unless they're a pimp. And I'll be like, oh, he from Chicago. It could be here. I'm like, damn, man. He got me all the time.
Every woman that he's been with, though, he's really been like on some like
they've been like a hoe.
Controlling their fashion, with what they wear. You know what I'm saying? Very, very like, you know what I'm saying, exotic with the shit though. Cause he had Kim in the fucking nude dresses and shit like that before too. Then I remember when he first brought Amber Rose out. He had Amber Rose just sitting there, not even talking, just sitting there looking pretty. That's not even saying nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't open your mouth. Just look pretty.
Shout out to the homie Sean. Thank you for the $10. Original no ceiling supporter. Been arguing with me about the owl for years. Thank you, Brody, for that $10. Shout out to Nisha28. Thank you for this $10. Aubrey is the actor pretending to be Drake. That's really good. Millie Vanilli. He has no urban background. You can't rap about things you've never been through. Kendrick is authentically United States. I'm not mad at that. I'm with you, Nisha.
This is Aubrey's biggest role that he ever played in his life. You know what I'm saying? Playing the role of an American rapper. You know
Shout out to
that's what it is.
Thank you for that extra $2 for the sauce on that food. Kanye is like G Money from New Jack City. Crying.
Oh, nah. G Money went out bad.
Well, thank you, Sean, again for that $5, my boy. Kanye put on for corny brothers to be viewed as cool. Yeah. I don't know, man. See, now this is fucking me up. And this is why I will not dive into that Kanye shit, bro, because I always don't know. Like, I can say when you do some boof ass shit, but then sometimes I'll be so sure something is bullshit, then I think about me like, man, that is kind of player. Every time I'll be like, cuz that's kind of player. That's kind of player. Yeah. Like pimps idolize. I think pimps historically said white women make more money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kanye, listen, man.
I know the bag keeps.
Yeah.
Maybe black women don't make as much money for him. Maybe that's that Chicago pimp soul, bro. He is from the home of pimping, man. Pimping been happening in Chicago for a long
Nah, I
time.
thought the home of pimping was Oakland. Thought it was Oakland. Thought it was the
Oakland
Bay
got
Area.
pimps and players too. Chicago too. They all them the same places.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kane. Kane, what's up, man? Welcome to the lunch table again, my boy.
He's not like from Chicago like that. He's from like the burbs next to Chicago, isn't he?
Yeah, but Chicago is one of them places where even if you from the burb, it's like all of it is Carson. Look at it like it's all Carson, Pete.
No, it's not
all
Carson. He's Sherman Oaks.
Like Carson. No,
He's
because you
Sherman
can't
Oaks.
have you can't have a Sherman Oaks, right? Because it's like they don't have enough like white people to have a Sherman Oaks in that regard.
Chicago doesn't?
Not like LA.
Chicago's third. It's almost perfect thirds.
Yeah, and think about Sherman Oaks. You get to Sherman Oaks, you didn't got through 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 white towns before you get to a black town.
Pick a closer one. He's not Carson. Carson's
I'm telling you, I think all they burbs is Carson and Baldwin at the most. Was Ladera. They burbs got to be Ladera. They don't got no burbs that's quite like they Bel Air is not gonna be like our Bel Air. Because the separation of how many white towns you got to go through to get to a Sherman Oaks. You know what I mean? Carson is the suburbs.
He's Culver City at best.
Culver City? No.
Yeah.
He didn't grow up with that many white people. He didn't grow up with enough white people.
Very Culver City. Culver City's got, skateboarders. It's kind of faux hip hop. He's Culver City.
Nah, but Culver City is different though, Pete, because Culver City still got more white people. Like, I don't know if brothers. Shout out to Rick. Rick, do y'all got suburbs where? See, I would imagine even they black suburbs, well, I mean, are they suburbs filled with white people?
Yes. That's why they're the suburbs. And also consider this, like concentrated inner city Chicago has a higher per capita black population than inner city Los Angeles by a mile. So that's number changing anyway.
She said, so what about Pasadena?
Not the PDL side.
But I'm saying, the fact that there's a PDL side makes it different. Okay.
Hold up.
Rick is right here. Rick is right here. Lawrence Freeman is right here. And we at the lunch table. So we ain't got to treat it like the podcast. That part of the suburbs that he from, is he surrounded by white people, Rick, Lawrence? Is that part of where Ye is from, surrounded by white folks? Because that's what Sherman Oaks is in LA. It's all white people. If you black, you go to school with mostly white people. Is that where Ye neighborhood looks like in that part of the town he's from? I don't think so. I think they have a lot of black suburbs out there. I know they do when I went out there.
Yeah, I'm sure that they do. But I think that the lifestyle gap is pretty significant between those black suburbs and the inner city part of the city.
Like, Chicago not set up like LA.
It will be like Hayward in California.
Huh. What about West LA, like where Mook and them from? Queen Lady X said, what about West LA?
That depends on when, because I think West LA
changed
for a long time was a much different party than it is today.
Yeah, but even old West LA ain't Watts.
No.
Shout out to Lawrence. He answered. He said he went to high school in Oakland, which is a suburb right next to the inner city. But when we say suburb, Lawrence, traditionally that means white people filled with places. So is Oakland a school with a bunch of white people?
I was trying to look it up. I said he went to some art academy, but it was like raised in Oakland.
Shout out to the big homie, Big Rick. His mom was a professor at Chicago State, so he grew up middle class, surrounded by hood guys. I mean,
that's what I figured it was. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, but I'm asking, is the dynamics outside? Okay, Oakland is a white suburban. Okay. Maybe that's how he got to Marilyn Monroe, because I never got how he got to Marilyn Monroe. Like, I only heard about Marilyn Monroe at school. Like, I don't remember what lesson we was listening to.
The president,
so you
John
might
F.
be
Kennedy.
right. Yeah, like I didn't know who that lady was.
Yeah.
So some of his ideas, I don't know, man. But he is in Chicago, and it's just hard. So, but he did grow up in the white suburban area, so can't complain about that. I don't know, man. It just get weird, and that's my thing. Like,
so how you feel about him? How you feel about his Twitter rant that he been on?
I was furious. Anytime you start talking about poor black people, I'm not gonna like your rant.
His what
What
rant?
the fuck I want to rant?
His
You ain't see the
Twitter
Twitter
rant.
rant that he went on? He went on a crazy Twitter rant, Pete. Oh, you don't be on Twitter. I forgot.
When? Like,
Yeah,
I mean, recently or like
yeah,
over the
it
years?
was like a couple of days ago,
Oh.
this past weekend. This past weekend, he was going crazy on it, man.
Well, the one thing like that he said something to the equivalent of, it's okay for niggas to talk about killing niggas in songs, but y'all got a problem with me saying something I'm a Nazi. And like he tried to equate the war that rappers are talking about, you know, from communities with each other with the Nazis killing a bunch of people just because. That's the disingenuous shit I don't like. And my problem is I'm not sure if he just don't know or just disingenuous.
I
I mean, like,
he's.
why would you compare hip hop to like what the Nazis did? Why would you compare? You can't compare drill.
Well, I don't think he means the actual Nazis. I think he means it in the modern day, like way that Americans call anybody a Nazi, the type of thing.
No.
That type of Nazi.
He was on the whole rant talking about Hitler. Trust me. It's
Yeah.
all
Okay,
real.
well, then there's theirs.
You gotta look it up. Yeah, he went crazy. He went. I mean, but I don't like to use the word crazy though. I shouldn't use that one to know. But he went Kanye. You know what I'm saying? He went Kanye. He was going.
Kanye's the kind of guy
We
who
need to
can
make
sit
that.
there and convince himself of anything
Yeah,
in his own mind
right.
idly
Like that,
for
right?
hours.
Like that, right?
And then
Like that, right? We gotta do that. We gotta do that.
On Kanye.
Went Kanye.
That's
He
the
went
new
Kanye.
expression, bro. I'm going
He
Kanye.
went Kanye. Going Kanye.
I'm going
That's
Kanye,
it.
bro.
Yeah. We gotta do that. We gotta tag that.
Yeah, we need that.
It ain't his name no more. It ain't his name no more. We could do it.
Exactly.
You know what
That
I'm
nigga Kanye.
It ain't his name no more.
Kanye, bro.
Going Kanye. Nigga Kanye, man. God damn, nigga went Kanye, man.
All that Kanye ass shit you on right now, man.
Oh, bro, you really acting Kanye right now, man. For real. Yeah, that's it right there. We gotta go with that. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that right there. Yeah.
Right.
Don't make me go Kanye on you. Yeah.
Look, as far as his rant was just very much. He even started posting white porn, bro. Yeah, he just be fuck. I don't know, man. That's out of all 5 of my favorite rappers of all time, bro. Out of all of my 5 favorite rappers that grew up on all time, bro, that dude for sure he fucking tugs at my fucking mental capacity the most.
Yo, how has Kanye fall into your top 5 rappers?
Because that nigga got some all-time great rap songs. A lot of them. He's the least cultured out of my 5 favorite rappers for sure.
So you're just talking about the songs that he got then, right? Just the songs he got, not his abilities. I guess you look at abilities different than me though. So I guess so, yeah.
I really be listening to everything a nigga saying. I'm not looking for an English lesson, bro. You got to make a good rap song.
Like I say a lot of shit.
I got a 5 English lesson, bro, but that's not gonna go on my bro. It's the songs jamming. I don't got time for that. I'm driving. I'm not staring at the speakers, listening to what you niggas talking about. It got to go with the music. You can't break the music. So Kanye got some of the best rap songs ever. Like he's a fucking engineer and a scientist, bro. He's just sharp. And whatever he's not as particularly as this over the top lyricist, you know what I'm saying? He makes up for it at making a great idea and still being witty to make it. Like a rapper is really judged at a main level by how good their rap songs are.
Yeah.
So now if I had to pick a rapper who gave me the best verses, Kanye probably wouldn't be top 10.
That's what I'm thinking about right there. I'm thinking about that.
Yeah, but I don't
there,
listen to rap songs for rap verses.
I know.
Yeah, I don't listen to rap songs for no fucking rap verse. If the song is bad and it's a good verse, I'm not listening to that shit ever.
And I think there's part of the conversation. This is a fair question for both you guys, but like, if you're gonna really focus down on putting in like like this song is about bars, that tends to come at the expense of it being like a jam. To
I know what you're saying.
To shrink the target zone of it still being a jam and still have killer that's like the highest, echelon of achievement. You know what I mean?
Shout out to D. Taylor, who usually always got some of the best food at the table, bro. Kanye need to run into David Banner somewhere. Agreed.
Oh man.
Agreed. That's what we need. Shout out to
Dr.
D,
Umar.
D,
Dr. Umar, maybe.
Man, need
Dr.
somebody
Umar
to sit down with
too.
And my problem is he'll be cussing them niggas out later on fucking Twitter. Fuck you, Umar.
Talk to him nice when he see him though. Later on, he gonna fuck Umar.
Yeah, later on, we got punk ass Umar. Fuck you, the fed.
Fed. You're fed. Word.
Yeah, I gotta fuck with GLC, bro. Because you know what? I honestly, Rick, though, Lawrence, I don't even think I want to. I think I like Kanye as the Kanye that I got in my heart. I think I just got to stop there. Because Kanye just fucks with me all the time, bro. Kanye need to speak. Yeah. And I don't know if I want Kanye talking to Farrakhan, because that would, like, if Farrakhan talked to him and he went and tweeted some shit about Farrakhan because he in that space, bro, I'm really going to be upset.
You know what's going to happen?
So
he's going to change his name to Farrakanye.
Farrakhan is kind of crazy.
I'm going to keep. I want to keep Farrakhan and Kanye far apart, because if he sub Farrakhan one time, I'm never not with his music again.
It's over. He can't say nothing bad about. He can't say nothing bad about the minister.
Kanye far apart. I don't want Farrakhan. I don't want Kanye tainting Farrakhan. Nothing with that shit he got going on. And if Farrakhan and everybody know the respect I have for the Nation of Islam. Like, that's the only great black organization in America. They're the only ones that could take the worst brother and make him the best brother. The only one. I do not want whatever Kanye got going on. I don't want him saying nothing about Farrakhan. He get crazy. I don't want him. No. I don't want him tweeting later about Farrakhan thinking he could check me. Oh, I don't got time to get rid of all this music. I don't got time. Keep them brothers apart. That's cool.
No, I want to.
I don't want him talking to Farrakhan.
That could happen very easy too. Chicago.
Shout out to Lawrence. He said they met again. I don't want him meeting him again. I'm fighting him before he do that, because he not finna fuck with this. He already be fucking with my head and shit. I don't want him fucking with Farrakhan. I don't want Farrakhan. Mike can't save Ye.
Whoa, that's crazy.
I swear to people from the crib, they really don't believe Ye because he just don't act like a Chicago dude, Lawrence. Like, it be like, we all know what Chicago dudes are. And I don't care if it's the South Side, West Side, it's Chicago, bro. It's, you know what I mean? That's like the mecca of this brother shit, like Detroit, or, you know what I mean? Like, he just come across like just way too in love with white people, bro. I ain't really know Chicago shit. He just love, I don't think I will meet another nigga. I don't think I'll meet a white man in Chicago that look up to Walt Disney.
Steve Jobs.
You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, Walt Disney is a fire, but niggas, so, like, Walt Disney, nigga, he be talking, like, even when he used to talk about Ralph Lauren, he'd be like, Ralph. I'm like, everybody else just know Polo. He actually know, like, Ralph.
It's too bad this isn't the podcast, because my closer line for the podcast, if this were it, would be Kanye on a Chicago scale is more white than white folks.
Maybe.
The pimp.
Sometimes you know what it is? He's just hella American.
He is. He's
hella American.
He's a strip mall kind of guy.
I told Trap that.
He did.
Like, if Drake is music that you play in the elevator, Kanye is music you play in the mall.
He said that. He said that before.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Like, Chicago niggas are some of the blackest people in America. And he just comes out. I don't know.
Kanye's cool, man. Kanye's good bread, man. I like him being a free thinker though too, the way he is though too right now. You know what I'm saying? I like what he's doing though. Within, you know what I'm
I
saying?
think it's fine for you to think of everything, but it's another thing for some of this shit to say.
Yeah.
Like you can't compare hip hop to the Holocaust, bro.
Pete, you gotta see what he said. You gotta see the shit that he said, Pete. You gotta go see it. He was bugging, Pete. Bugging.
Like you cannot compare hip hop to the Holocaust, bro. Like that's just crazy. It's like
it was coming so fast.
What's that vein in the rhetorical conversation that like?
Then he started insinuating. Then he started insinuating the homie hit his girl. And then he's like, but it's not the same. Like there's no black genocide. Like people are.
I agree. I know it's not the same, but I hear it recurringly in error.
Yeah, it's a weird rhetoric. Like it's black genocide. No, these are people fighting. That is different. What Hitler had going on is different. That is different. He was really mad. Ain't no gangbanger in the history of gang members as mad as Hitler. Hitler was upset. And like, bro, imagine somebody from 6-0 walking a bunch of 8 trays into the gas chamber and they had war. People still would be mad. They go up to the park and poison the picnic lunches at the park. Like, bro, the community would be like, no.
Yo, to bring it back to what y'all was talking about though. So did the money make Kanye cool, or was he cool before the money?
See, Kanye does kind of have a coolness about himself. The problem with Drake ain't never been cool.
Kanye's weird.
Drake has always made cool music.
So sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not. You know,
Kanye talking about Kanye?
He's like really eccentric. So when it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't. But he's always eccentric. And
that's what I'm talking about, Lawrence Freeman. Like he did try to have exactly. You know what I mean? It'd be those moments where I'd be like, damn, I can't just give up on this nigga completely. Then nigga tried to get Hoover out, bro. Like,
yeah.
That's why I just kind of you know what I'm saying? Stay out my mix. You know what I mean? I unfollowed that nigga and everything. I'm like, man, you finna ruin it for me. But Ye is cool because Ye, I do think Ye represents like that where Q-Tip was at, you know what I mean? Like a more extra turned out version of where Far Side, Q-Tip, De La Soul, that group of people were at. Like I think he represents the same interest into song making and culture at that level to that degree. Because Mos Def and Kanye ain't that far apart.
No.
All the Kanye tradition is if Mos Def had Asperger's.
I don't know, because I don't know if Mos Def really like white people like that. Kanye love white people.
Maybe it's part of the Asperger's.
Kanye love white people in this weird way too. You know what I mean? Kanye just love white people. I used to think he didn't. I don't know. He just love white people, bro. I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird for a black man in America to love white people. Like, it's cool, Pete. I love you. You my boy. I slump some over you, but I don't love white people.
I know what you mean.
Pete is my man. You know, Keith Brown. Shout out to Keith Brown. Keith Brown, that's my guy. You know what I mean? But white people?
I think it's not the like them, it's the trust. You know what I'm saying? It's like we approach it, but they're not trusting everybody like within like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think you're saying that he's opened up to trust white people like that, though. I think that's what you probably more so within it. Not about liking them, though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
that's
know.
Why I see it.
Shout out to Keish, because this is true. It is really strange. I swear to God, because that's it. Yeah. It's strange. And Ye is cool. Drake has never been cool. Drake makes cool music. That's it. Drake makes cool music. You listen to Drake music, it's cool. Drake ain't no nigga start walking around this motherfucker with a baseball glove, period. Ain't no nigga start doing like Drake. Maybe the closest thing is the heart and the hair, but that's just different. But Kanye has this unhealthy love for white people. As a black man in America, that's just unhealthy. As a black person in America, you're supposed to be angry at white people. Is that fair, Chad?
No.
Crazy statement.
I don't approach.
I don't know which statement that is.
What statement? I think it was a statement.
I don't know. No, one of the guys says that's a crazy statement to make without context, but it's like because of the time frame that the comments come in, the conversation keeps moving. So by the time I see it, I'm like, which comment are you talking about?
Hold on, I got you.
I don't know.
All in. What statement is crazy without context for Pete? Yeah. I just think.
No, I don't approach it within the way of not liking white people. No, I'm saying I have no problem with white people at all. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. But like I said though, I might have a trust issue, you know what I'm saying? Like within going into the situation, you know what I'm saying? Like that. But I don't think I got that though, really. You know what I'm saying? I approach everybody towards the way they are. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't go off for
that's not what white people are.
Mm-hmm.
White people is an idea. Like Pete is a white person, but he's not white people. Shout out to Sean Holmes. We can't tell the hip hop without Kanye and Drake. I agree with Kanye, but Drake is going to be mentioned from here on at one particular part.
I got you all in.
I mean, you really.
Could you tell a hip hop story without Drake or Kanye?
You can't tell it without Kanye for sure.
I mean, what would you talk about within like the last 15 years then?
The thing, but this is the moment. The moment is we just saw the moment.
Mm-hmm.
The moment
you gotta lead up to that moment though.
Hip-hop, but you don't like because what you do is it's like saying you can't tell the story of rock and roll without Elvis.
But this is the reason why I think Drake. We have forgotten that he's not an American artist, so he has to be the biggest artist in hip hop to not be American.
Well, he wouldn't be.
Why not?
That's the problem. Because it ain't went. That's the problem, and that's what this battle kind of did. That's what I'm saying, Mark. Like Kanye loves white people, not like white people is the idea. He really do, bro. Like I love some white people, but I don't love white people.
I don't think he sits there and loves every white person that comes around him. You know, he doesn't do that. As much as he hates poor black people, you cannot say he loves all white people like that. I don't know if I can sit there and say he hates poor black people.
He did.
He literally said that. He literally said that.
Yeah, but I'm telling you,
so somebody that can say that can't sit there and say they love all white people.
He was only talking shit about poor black people and Jewish people.
That's what I'm saying.
It don't get much more white ideal than that. It don't get much more than white idea. So,
he literally said he. Are you looking at tweets up right now? Are you looking at tweets up right now, Pete?
No, I was looking at something else.
Oh, you got to see the tweets.
It's like a horrible version.
All right, I'll pull it up right now. What's Kanye's Twitter?
It's taken down. You got to look at. You got to like Google it. It's taken down. He deactivated his Twitter. It's taken down. You got to like Google.
He deactivated his whole Twitter.
Yo, that's another thing that I like that he did though. Like after all the rants and all that shit, he came across the video of Kodak sitting on the floor eating the chicken and all that shit. He was like, yo, listen, I've been sitting here going crazy on Twitter. He like, but I seen Kodak with the chain on. He had a Donda chain on, and something told me I need to go over there and save my friend. Deactivated his Twitter and shot down to fucking Miami to go fucking check on Kodak, B. I fuck with that.
I think he's an awesome person. I just don't know if he's an awesome black person. Get what I'm saying? No, you get it? Like
I get you. No. Yeah.
Like, I think Kanye is an awesome man. I just don't know if he's an awesome black man.
Kanye's for his peoples, man. That's why
I think Kanye is for people.
For people?
Yeah, I don't think he's for black people. I think he's for people. You know what I mean? I know I sound a little weird, but like, I don't think he see the world the way we see it, bro. And that's just different.
I think that's a pretty simple observation, yes.
I mean, you $2 billion up, you're gonna kind of see shit kind of different though. You know what I'm saying? I think he ain't gonna change the way he came from though. He come from seeing the world the way we see it though. But when you get to open that certain door, kind of gonna see shit with a different lens though. You know what I'm saying? That might be it. And I don't think it's bad. I think for the fact of him even going to meet up with Trump and shit like that was for us though, B. You know what I'm saying? And he understand how some of us are being fucking so one-sided within thinking. You could think another way.
You don't think you just might be kind of pushing a lot like that? These moves are really just this ingenious thing versus him just kind of acting the ass.
I think it's all a method behind his madness, B. I ain't gonna hold you, B. I be thinking that.
I don't
I
think
think
so.
he thinks
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
my problem.
Huh?
So
You think he thinks it is?
I don't think so.
It's
I
all.
really think he just wake up and be like, I'm finna be on some bullshit. I'm about to sell an album. I need to get back relevant in the press. And whatever crazy shit that I'm thinking, I'm not even gonna think it out. I'm just gonna say what I'm thinking. Like, I think Kanye is an awesome man. I just don't think he's an awesome black man.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, he'll go down in history as a great man. He just won't go down in history as a great black man, even though he's black. And that's the difference with hip hop and rap. Like, Drake is a great rapper. He's just not a great hip hop artist. Right. And this is where culture matters, right? And to wrap all of this up, is like culture is how you treat other people inside the culture. The experience of being black is how people treat you. That's what I always say. Other people in this country can get the black experience. Right? Other people in this country can get the black experience, but black culture is how we treat each other. Street urban culture is how we treat each other. It's how we talk to each other, how we travel with each other. You know what I mean? How we dress around each other, how we socialize with each other. And that's the same thing for even with Kanye being black. Like, I just think he's a American man that happens to be black.
Yeah, I mean, for
And he
whatever
sees
reason,
himself as that.
yeah, and I think part of the fact that he grew up in not necessarily entrenched in the community like that, he probably, I mean, not probably, I think he evidently and obviously doesn't like the group think pressure and the sort of echo chamber-ish demands that the community has on itself within itself, and goes out of his way to like try to blow that paradigm up like in as graphic fashion as he can, because I think he resents being told what to think or say.
Yeah, but that's the responsibility of culture, though. That's the burden of it. This is why I always tell you there's no white culture, because there's no burden for nobody else. The reason street, urban, or what people, black culture exists is because of the treatment of black people in this country. That's why we're burdened to treat each other in a certain way.
But that
If it
statement's
was
predicated on the fact that the methodology of action is the best one, not just the one that exists.
It's not even just the best, it's the soul one. If glasses, look, if I shed being black, I'll be more successful. If I just started thinking like a white person, I'd be just fine. If I just didn't care about nobody else but myself, I'd be fine. That's true. Like if I just kind of, you could sell out. You don't have to have no reserve. You could just do anything you want to. But that's the thing about being black in America, is you're burdened with the responsibility of us. And that's what being black is about. Outside of that, being black would just be, hey, my skin is dark. That's what makes hip hop hip hop. If everybody was able just to go about and just do whatever they want to do, and then we don't need terms like sellout. We don't need none of those terms. Like, we can't, America, like, this is the problem. We can't approach America like white people do, Pete, right? Because it's always been us alone. Now, not us, that Pete, you help me, but white people don't help me. Keith Brown helped me, but white people don't help me. White people have set me back. Now, that don't mean every white person set me back, but white people set me back. So I have to care about my peoples. If I just shed the cloak of culture, I'd be successful way easier. If I shed the culture of masculinity, shit, I probably could let somebody do some kinky shit or sleep with some man and probably get wealthy. Who the fuck knows what I could do if I just shed culture? If I shed all of this and just decided the most important thing is just me, I'd be fine. But would I be fine? Could I look at myself in the mirror knowing that I'm okay and everybody I love is still fucked up? Did I do my best as a human?
It
It's
depends.
inhumane to just care about yourself.
Do all the other people in that group that you sacrificed all those things for look at themselves in the mirror and go, man, you know, I sure let Glasses sacrifice all that stuff for me. What I do with it?
Yeah, but you can't do that. Like, I'm not the nigga. You know what's funny? I'm gonna say something I never said publicly. There was a time when I was killing and all my songs was big on the radio. That was the first time it happened to me. My brother felt like I shouldn't help nobody. He felt I shouldn't do nothing for nobody for free. Don't do this for them. Don't do this for them because they wouldn't help you. How I am has nothing to do with how other people are. Then nobody tell me how to be black. It's innately there to me. And historically, the people that I've watched, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they could all just save themselves. But when you care, to be black is to care about black people in this country. That's what being black is all about. And not just care from a distance, but care about every day, the existence. And you're right, Pete. Sometimes I could tell it's obvious. Sometimes I know that everybody ain't going to do the same thing for me. I know it's true. But what does that got to do with who I am when I look in the mirror? I'm not sacrificing because I think they'll help me. I'm sacrificing because that's the only way I could live. I couldn't live no other way. I couldn't live no other way letting some bullshit happen. How could I live with myself? I couldn't. Some people can. I just can't. So when I look at somebody like Ye, like when he start talking shit about other poor black people that you use this specific culture to get on, and then now you a billionaire, and that's what you saying, and can't nobody else tell you nothing that's poor. You talking to the same people that empowered you in the first place. You talking about the same culture that gave you power in the first place. Because without it, you would have nothing. White people not going to treat you the way you want to be treated. You see it every day.
That's real true. Yo, is that shit real that you posted on your Twitter?
Hell yeah, that's real.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, come on, man. What the fuck is going on, P? Like he putting the bots out there like that, son?
Shout out
Who
to
put
Craig.
that shit out?
What are you talking about? The $50,000 thing?
Period.
Yeah.
Shout out to Diamondback Photography. Thank you for the $10, my boy. Great podcast and love the people at the lunch table. Me too, man. Good bunch of people thinking. We got a lot of people here really speaking in good faith. And people believe what they talking about and they care to think. So I love this. I do love it's therapeutic. Glass has been a great dude every time I met him. The music that you and Beast made back in the day was amazing. Keep up the great content. My boy. Much love to AZ. I mean, it's not about righteous, bro. It's not about being righteous, bro. Like, I don't feel like a righteous man for being this way. Like, it's not like I'm worried about what you judging me. It's how I judge myself, right? Like, one thing, when I'm being a solid motherfucker, like, I always try my best to help homies, J-Rock, Top, let's say TDE, always. If they needed me, I was there. And if I need Top, he there. Even if it be crazy. And sometimes I'll be embarrassed to ask Top, I need his help. Like right now, I need Top help. And I have to, it's embarrassing because I want to be able to provide a way to help my homeboys like they help me. But the one thing that's great about somebody, let's say like Dude Dog from Top Dog Entertainment, Top, the guy who runs the label is, he'll never forget that, like, man, Glasses was always there for me. So I didn't think about that when I was doing whatever I was doing for no Dot. Or I didn't think Dot was, you could have never told me. I told Trap that you could have never told me Dot was going to win 5 Grammys for one song. It had never happened. You could have never told me Dot was going to put out a song that sell Diamond in 10 months. It had never happened. You can't tell me he was going to put this album out and it was going to be double platinum in 3 or 4 months. It never happened. Like, I didn't know what to think. Like, I had no idea. But I just felt better giving all I got to other people. That's just how I feel. It ain't nothing, Pete. I can't, just like sharing this podcast with you, like, I don't know what's going to happen. But it makes sense to share with the people that you feel like deserve it or really got a vested interest in doing something dope. So I don't have the answer, you know what I'm saying? But I try my best. That's all you can do. And being black is everything. Being black, all these people who be like, being black is just waking up black. That ain't what being black. Kanye got to do better by black people. Impressing white people ain't being black. You know what I mean? Like, depends on what being black mean to you. It's tough. But shit, we're going to get up out of here. No Ceilings Live, lunch hour every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time.
I got to get here early on Friday, man.
Noon.
For real, man.
Yeah.
I'm missing lunch, man. I'm missing lunch.
Bunch of weird shit.
Got to be here on time.
Hit that thumbs up button for you jet out.
Yeah, time for the appetizers.
You're on Twitter, retweet this link so other people can see it. You're on Facebook, share the post, all that.
What we doing? What we doing?
We do this to support the No Ceilings podcast. Look below us a link. You can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcast from. No Ceilings Podcast, executive produced by Charlemagne the God, the Black Effect Network, and iHeart. Friday is going to be crazy because I got to do one or two things, so I might be doing it from my phone. So, Pete, we got to make sure you could launch it, and it might be you for a while.
I'll be here. I'm going to pull up, Pete. I'll be here with you.
I appreciate that. Otherwise, it's going to be one comment.
I'll be here with you, Pete.
Otherwise, it's going to be like that Redman song. My first name must be fuck you, because all the comments just keep.
For sure, rest in peace, Booby Soprano.
That's one of my favorite songs.
That was a good song.
That was a good song.
Much love, y'all. Hold on, we doing the spaces?
Yeah, we can do spaces. We're going to do the clubhouse spaces. We're going to do something now.
All right, much love.
What time we doing? All right, easy out.
2 o'clock, 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Cool.
All right.
I'll be there. Make sure